Hello and welcome to It's Free IP. I'm your host Felix Chaplin, and I'm back with another list of public domain trans and non-binary characters for you. Now, most of the public domain works that I cover on this channel are 95 plus years old, but there are a lot of newer creations that are going to be featured on this list, so that ought to be interesting.
Everybody knew she was a tomboy, dressed up in overalls of blue. She'd romp around.
The first character on this list is Johnny Everywhere. Johnny Everywhere is the transmasculine version of a public domain character named Jenny Everywhere, who was created in October 2002 by Stephen Wintle. Now, Johnny Everywhere has the same powers as the character from which he was derived, Jenny Everywhere. And that is that Johnny Everywhere can appear in multiple dimensions at the same time. For anyone wanting to use Johnny Everywhere or Jenny Everywhere, there is a paragraph that you have to include in your works. And that is, quote, "The character of Jenny Everywhere is available for use by anyone, with only one condition. This paragraph must be included in any publication involving Jenny Everywhere, in order that others may use this property as they wish. All rights reversed." Unquote. That all rights reversed line is obviously a play on all rights reserved.
She'd always skin her little knees and tear her stockings, the way she'd shinny up the trees, just like a squirrel.
The next character we have on the list is Dr. Lars Cranston. Dr. Lars Cranston appeared in Space Adventures number 7, published in July of 1953. This character was featured in a story called Transformation. It's about a team of scientists who flee to Mars to escape from World War III, but most of the scientists die when their ship crash lands. Dr. Cranston was one of only 2 survivors, and the only one to not have amnesia, and took this opportunity to use the hormones and stuff they had on board to transition into a woman. Now, around this time in the real world, there was a trans woman named Christine Jorgensen, whose transition was very heavily publicized. Her transition even led Ed Wood to make his movie Glenn or Glenda, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Once she went swimming with the boys and she tanned her face. Then her mother tanned her in another place. Tomboy, everybody called her Tomboy Girl.
The third character on this list is Supertrans. She was created by someone named Ave Messer, and she's a superhero with a similar origin story to that of the Green Lantern. She helped a dying celestial being who rewarded her with a ring that gave her powers. Those powers include flying, super strength, super speed, enhanced senses, and heat vision. Ironically, for someone who can fly, apparently this character is afraid of heights. And the article in which I read about this character says that she might be autistic. So that's something.
Although folks would claim that she could play most any game, and how she used to fight, scratch and bite, she could make all the boys look tame.
If you've seen my second video about public domain trans and non-binary characters, you know that I have to throw in an honorary one at the end. I don't think this character that I'm about to mention really is honorary because there is quite a bit of evidence in his comics that he is actually gender fluid. Who is this character? The newest addition to the public domain on this list. This character is Popeye the Sailor Man. That's right. There are numerous examples of Popeye the Sailor Man breaking gender norms throughout his comics. He even describes himself as being female and male sometimes. For better or for worse, Popeye tends to be perceived as a male character, but here at It's Free IP, we officially recognize Popeye as a gender-fluid character. If anyone is upset by this development, take Donald Trump's socks off and suck his toes. That's all the time we have for today's video. Are there any more public domain trans characters I haven't gotten to yet? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, go to the Ko-fi link in the description to make a donation, buy DVDs, or request a video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss what comes next from It's Free IP.